Hey guys, Matt here from Team Sword and Shield. I have a deck profile for you. It is Hunter's, which is one of my favorite decks, and I finally got Seahorses, so I can make this deck profile. If you guys have been subscribed for a little bit, you saw my friend Andrew's deck. It's a little bit different. I personally like mine more. I did take some of his ideas, but his is still a great deck. So I guess let's get this started. So I wrote 2 Thunder Seahorse. I think 1's too little, 3 is too many. Personally, it's dead a lot for me. I guess I just have good luck, and so I have everything I already need. It's great still. If you don't know what it does, you can discard it to add 2 level 4 Light Thunder monsters with the same name with 16 attack or less from your deck. You can only use it once per turn, and you can't switch some that turn, so it goes great with duality. And we have the main engine, which is the Hunter, so there's Maw Hunter. If you normal summon Maw Hunter, you can activate, or once per turn, you can normal summon 1 level 4 Light Thunder monster from your hand, except for a Maw Hunter, which is where Paw Hunter comes in. And he has the same effect, except you can't summon Paw Hunter with his effect, so they work off each other. You can get a full field if you really want. And then I have 2 Sis Hunters. When she's normal summoned, you can target 1 level 4 Light Thunder monster with 600 attack or less in your graveyard, except for her. Banish it, and then during the end phase, add that card to your hand. So she works with Thunder Seahorse, so you can recycle that. It's pretty cool. I started with only 1 of her, and then I went back up to 2. 2 I think is pretty good. She can still be used for things, so she's not as dead as I thought she would be. And then I have 2 Violon Prisms. It's the tuner of the deck. He is summonable under Paw and Maw. He's searchable through Thunder Seahorse. It's pretty great. If you don't know what it does, when it's sent from the monster card zone to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points, target 1 monster you control, equip it to it, and then it gains 1,000 attack during the damage step. So, make Stardust with it. That's a 35 Stardust. It's pretty great. I also run Red Dragon Archfiend since I don't have a Thought Ruler for my Eradicator target, and so that's a 4,000 beat stick. It's pretty cool. And then my second engine is the Watt engine. I got 3 Watt Cobras for that. I don't know. I like attacking directly. I like using tiny, cute monsters to beat people. It's pretty cool. And I've liked Watts for a long time. But again, I never had Seahorses, so I never tried making the deck. It could be done without it, but it takes time because of consistency. And then they go with the Watt Cobras. Or Watt Giraffes. Oh, and if you didn't know what Watt Cobra did, when he attacks directly, when he deals damage? Well, yeah, when he does battle damage through a direct attack, you can add 1 Watt monster. So you can either add Cobra to thin out your deck, or you can add Giraffe. And Giraffe, when it does battle damage through a direct attack, nothing can be activated anymore. Or your opponent can't activate anymore. So no spell cards, no trap cards. So say like you attack into this, and that means no Gores on the stronger attack. No Trag. Wait, would you get Trag? No. You would get Trag?
If they drop it from...
They drop it from Giraffe, but if they wait, you wouldn't get Trag. Or like a Snowman Eater. If you attack into it and it flips up, their effect won't go off. If you attack Gotchi, it can't detach. Stuff like that. Or like you go to your main phase and you XZ summon something, or Synchro, and then they can't do anything. They can't react to it because you can do anything, or they can't activate things because of Giraffe. What I like to attack with Giraffe and then Heavy Storm, so they can't chain anything to my Heavy Storm. It's pretty cool. And then 2 Thunder King Ryos. He's a Light Thunder type. He can be brought out through Maw and Paw. He can't be searched through Seahorse, which is kind of sad because he's 19. But besides that, he's still a pretty good card. And then my only not light monsters is Tragodia. It stops those OTKs. I need to sync real fast, I can just copy a level and get in there. And then since mostly everything is light, I have an Honest. Okay, and that's it for the monsters. Let's go on spells. I have Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and Heavy Storm. Because you should run that in everything, or at least I do. A lot of people are dropping Dark Hole. I still like Dark Hole. But, yeah. And then 2 dualities. Combo the Seahorse plays. It's great when you do duality and then you get a Seahorse in there and then you're like, oh, I can't supposed to summon anyways, so you just add just more pluses. Just add stuff to your hand. Then, yeah, 2 Forbidden Lance, because you want your plays to go off if you summon like a Maw or a Paw Hunter and they Fiendish Chain Ed or Breakthrough Skill, you just drop a Lance and continue. Or Bottomless. Bottomless sucks. Once you finally get that monster, you're like, oh, I did all my combos. Oh, here's Shockmaster. And they're like, oh, Bottomless. You're like, oh, it's not so great. And most people, for some reason, at least my experience, they don't wait to Torrential. They'll Torrential after the first one. And so I was like, okay, so you have Lance, and then you're like, I saved this one. Or they'll Torrential the second one, and before you since you haven't activated the effect, you do that one and then use that one's effect to continue with your play. And then to stall a little bit, because this is a little bit of a slower deck, I have 2 Swords of Revealing Light. I was running Messenger Peace, but this actually, through testing this, I figured out this works a little bit better, since no one really runs MSTs anymore. And then my last spell is Recycling Battery. I have taken this out, I've put it at 2, I've put it at 1, I've taken it out. When I do see it, it's awesome. When I don't see it, it doesn't really affect me, so I think 1 is pretty good. I run this over Avarice because I'd rather have them in my hand than back in my deck to draw them again later. And then trap cards. 2 Breakthrough Skills. I like it better than Veiler. I will probably change it for Fiendish Chain though, because they can still attack. Actually, I'm remembering I was going to do that before this, but I forgot. So let's imagine these are Fiendish Chains, because it negates the effects and they can attack, and since all your monsters are pretty weak anyways, it helps to stall a little bit. Yeah. Like, the only good thing about Break Skill is you can use it twice, but I think stopping the attack is more important. And then I have 2 Compulse, because it's an XYZ format, it just is. Compulse hurts almost everything. And then 2 Bottomless Trapples, because no one likes being banished. True, except for dragons, but it doesn't matter. You banish your Dracosack, there you go. And then 2 Threatening Roars. I keep going from 3 to 2. I think 2 is pretty good, because I don't want this deck to go over 40. If I want it to be 41 like everything else I play, I'd probably bump this to 3, but I'm going to try to keep it at 40 as long as I can. So that's the main deck. It's 40 cards. It's pretty cool. I did take it to my locals like 2 days ago. I did get first. I beat Insectors, and I lost to Constellars, and I beat Mermails. I destroyed the Mermails. It was awesome. That's when the Crimson Blader. And then Herald Perfection. That was a grand game. It's pretty fun though. Okay, and so extra deck. I have 2 Starliege Paladynamos. This card is so good. I actually want to run it at 3. I just don't want to pick up another one. And so instead of running 3, I run 1 Omega. Still pretty good. And then with Paladynamo, you detach both its materials. Target 1 face-up monster on your opponent's side of the field. Its attack becomes 0, and its effects are negated. And also, when Starliege is destroyed by your opponent in any way, you get to draw a card, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And then Omega is you detach one to not be affected by spell or trap cards, or for stellar monsters to not be affected by, or to be unaffected by spell or trap cards. Yeah. And then I have my little staples that I run in everything. I have a Maestroke, Gem Knight, and Diamond Direwolf. These, I don't know, I think I will always run these three in every deck I play. Just because they all come in handy at some point. Then I have these two, Cowboy and Black Ship. I have been complaining about these, but this one won me 2 games, and this one won me 1 game, the last tournament I went to, in this deck. And so, I don't think they're going anywhere. Like, they are good cards, I just never made them before, I never needed them. I either won or lost before the chance came up to make them. But, pretty good. Oh god, my phone's dying. So I should probably hurry up on this. So then I have a Shockmaster. It's great to go into first turn call effects. It's the Black Rose deck, Thunder, Spark Dragon. You detach all 3 to destroy all other face-up monsters on the field. So you get to keep it. And Sigma, take whatever is bugging you. And then I have Synchros, so I have Stardust. First turn Stardust, pretty great. Crimson Blader stops a lot of plays nowadays. Scrap Dragon, it's because Scrap Dragon. And Red Dragon Archfiend is an Eradicator target, that's why I want it, or why I want it in here, and it helped a lot against the Herald of Perfection, because I had nothing strong enough without having to activate effects, so I just ran over him with this. So yeah, sorry I had to rush at the end of that, but that is my Hunter deck. I will probably be playing this for a good while. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you like, comment, subscribe, and everything. If you have any suggestions on how to make the deck better, I'm always open to them. I like hearing what you guys think. And thank you for watching.